Going to the pharmacy in English can feel simple until the pharmacist starts asking questions. You may only want to pick up your medicine and leave, but real pharmacy conversations often include dosage, timing, side effects, insurance, refills, and questions about other medications. Today, we are going to walk through the whole process from picking up a prescription to asking about refills. The goal is not to memorize every medical word. The goal is to know what the pharmacist is asking and how to respond clearly. Let us start with the most common situation. Your doctor has sent a prescription to your pharmacy. You walk up to the counter and say, "I am here to pick up a prescription." The pharmacy staff may ask, "What is the name on the prescription?" You simply give your full name. They may also ask for your date of birth. You may hear, "Can you confirm your date of birth?" This is just another way to verify your identity. The staff may look at the computer and say, "It is still being prepared. That means the prescription is not ready yet." You can ask, "About how long will it be?" They may say, "Give us about 15 minutes." Or they may say, "It should be ready in about half an hour." If you cannot wait, ask, "Can I come back later today?" The staff may say, "Absolutely." Sometimes the prescription is ready, but there is an insurance problem. You may hear, "Your insurance did not cover the full amount," or "This medication is not covered under your current plan." If you do not understand, ask, "Could you explain what is not covered?" You can also ask, "How much would it cost without insurance?" Another useful question is there a generic version available? A generic medication contains the same active ingredient as the brand name version, but it may cost less. If a generic option is available, the pharmacist can tell you whether it is appropriate for your prescription. Do not change medications on your own without confirming with a qualified healthcare professional. Another common problem is that the pharmacy has not received the prescription yet. The staff may say, "We do not have anything on file for you yet." On file means recorded in their system. You can say, "My doctor said they sent it this morning." Then ask, "Could you check again under my name and date of birth?" If they still cannot find it, they may ask you to contact the clinic. You can ask, "Should I call the clinic or can the pharmacy contact them?" Sometimes the pharmacy may say, "We have already sent a request to the prescriber." The prescriber is the healthcare professional who wrote the prescription. You can ask, "Should I check back later today?" Check back means contact or return again later for an update. Now imagine the medication is ready. The pharmacist may ask, "Have you taken this medication before?" If you have, you can say, "Yes, I have taken it before." If you have not, say, "No, this is my first time taking it." The pharmacist may then offer to go over the instructions with you. Go over means review or explain carefully. They may say, "Let me go over how to take this." This is the part where listening carefully really matters. You may hear, "Take 1 tablet once a day," or "Take 1 capsule twice a day." The words tablet and capsule refer to different forms of medication. You do not need to worry about the vocabulary if the instructions are clear. What matters most is the dose, frequency, and timing. If you are unsure, ask, "How many should I take each time?" You can also ask, "How many times a day should I take it?" Another useful question is, "What time of day is best to take it?" If the answer depends on your prescription, the pharmacist will explain it. You may hear, "Take this with food." That means you should take it during or shortly after a meal unless you were told otherwise. You may also hear, "Take this on an empty stomach." If you are not sure what that means for your medication, ask the pharmacist to explain the timing. You can say, "How long before or after eating should I take it?" Do not guess when the timing matters. Another instruction you may hear is, "Take with plenty of water," or "Swallow this whole." If you are not sure whether a tablet can be split or crushed, ask first. You can ask, "Can I split this tablet?" or "Can I crush it if I have trouble swallowing it?" The answer depends on the specific medication. Some medications should not be split or crushed. That is why asking is safer than guessing. Now let us talk about side effects. The pharmacist may say, "This may make you drowsy." Drowsy means sleepy or less alert. You may also hear, "This can cause dizziness." Dizziness means feeling lightheaded, unsteady, or like the room is moving. Another phrase is, "This may upset your stomach." Upset your stomach can mean nausea, discomfort, or digestive problems. If you want to know what is common, ask, "What side effects should I watch for?" You can also ask, "Which side effects are common and which ones are serious?" This helps you separate expected effects from warning signs. If the pharmacist gives you specific warning signs, make sure you understand them clearly. If anything they say is unclear, ask them to repeat or explain it in simpler terms. A very useful phrase is there anything I should avoid while taking this? The pharmacist may mention alcohol, certain foods, supplements, or other medications depending on the prescription. You may hear, avoid alcohol while taking this medication, or do not take this at the same time as your other medication. If you take several medications, tell the pharmacist. You can say, I'm also taking medication for blood pressure, or I'm taking a few over-the-counter medications as well. Over-the-counter means you can buy the medication without a prescription. You can ask, is it okay to take these together? The pharmacist can check for possible interactions. You may also be asked about allergies. The pharmacist may say, do you have any medication allergies? If you do, say exactly what you know. For example, I am allergic to penicillin. They may ask, what kind of reaction did you have? If you do not remember the details, say that honestly. Do not guess about allergy information. Another important topic is missed doses. You may want to ask, what should I do if I miss a dose? Do not assume the answer is the same for every medication. The pharmacist can tell you what applies to your specific prescription. You can also ask, what should I do if I accidentally take too much? If there is any possibility of an overdose or serious reaction, follow the pharmacist's or emergency professional's instructions immediately. Do not wait for a routine pharmacy visit if there is an immediate medical emergency. Storage instructions are easy to overlook. You may hear, store this at room temperature, or keep this refrigerated. You can ask, does this need to stay in the fridge? Another question is, should I keep it away from light or moisture? If you are traveling, ask, how should I store this while traveling? The answer depends on the specific medication and product. Now let us talk about refills. A refill means getting more of the same prescription medication without starting a completely new prescription. You may see a label that says refills remaining, too. You can ask, how many refills do I have left? The pharmacist may say, you have 1 refill remaining, or you are out of refills. Out of refills means the current prescription does not authorize any more refills. If that happens, ask, do I need to contact my doctor for a new prescription? The pharmacy may say, we can send a refill request to your doctor. You can ask, about how long does that usually take? If you are running low, tell them. You can say, I only have 2 days of medication left. The pharmacist can explain what your next step should be. Another phrase you may hear is, it is too soon to refill this. That can mean the prescription or insurance does not allow another refill yet. You can ask, when will I be able to refill it? You may also ask, is this an insurance issue or a prescription issue? That question helps you understand who needs to fix the problem. Sometimes you need to move a prescription from one pharmacy to another. This is called transferring a prescription. You can say, I would like to transfer my prescription to this pharmacy. The pharmacist may ask for the name and phone number of your current pharmacy. They may also ask for the prescription number. You can usually find that number on the medication label. You can ask, do I need to contact the other pharmacy myself? The process may vary depending on the medication and local rules. If the medication cannot be transferred, the pharmacist will tell you what is needed. Now imagine you need an over-the-counter medicine instead of a prescription. You walk up to the pharmacist and say, could you help me choose something for a sore throat? Or I am looking for something for allergies. Or do you have anything for a dry cough? The pharmacist may ask about your symptoms, age, other medications, allergies, or medical conditions. Answer honestly, so they can help you choose more safely. You can ask, will this make me sleepy? You can also ask, how often can I take this? Or, is there a non-drowsy option? Non-drowsy means designed to cause less sleepiness. If you are already taking prescription medication, mention that before choosing another medicine. Pharmacy labels contain useful information too. You may see, take as directed. You may see, take with food. You may see, may cause drowsiness. You may see, do not drive or operate machinery until you know how this medication affects you. If a warning is unclear, ask the pharmacist to explain it before you leave. Let us put everything into one realistic pharmacy conversation. You arrive at the pharmacy after a doctor's appointment. You say, I am here to pick up a prescription. The staff asks for your name and date of birth. They tell you the prescription is ready. Then the pharmacist asks, have you taken this medication before? You say, no, this is my first time. The pharmacist explains, take 1 tablet twice a day with food. You ask, so I take one in the morning and one in the evening. The pharmacist confirms the timing that applies to your prescription. Then the pharmacist says, this may cause some stomach upset. You ask, are there any other side effects I should watch for? The pharmacist explains the important ones. You then ask, is it okay to take this with my other medication? The pharmacist checks your medication list. Before leaving, you ask, what should I do if I miss a dose? The pharmacist gives you instructions for your specific medication. Then you ask, how many refills do I have left? The pharmacist says, you have 2 refills remaining. Finally, you say, let me make sure I got that right. Then you repeat the dose, timing, and important warnings in your own words. The pharmacist confirms that you understood correctly. Now you leave the pharmacy knowing exactly what to do next. Let us review the most useful pharmacy phrases one more time. I am here to pick up a prescription. About how long will it be? Could you explain what is not covered? Is there a generic version available? How many should I take each time? How many times a day should I take it? Should I take this with food? What side effects should I watch for? Is there anything I should avoid while taking this? Is it okay to take this with my other medications? What should I do if I miss a dose? How many refills do I have left? Do I need a new prescription? When will I be able to refill it? I would like to transfer my prescription to this pharmacy. Could you explain that in simpler terms? Let me make sure I got that right. These sentences give you control when the conversation starts moving quickly. You do not need to understand every word on the medication label immediately. You do need to understand how to take the medicine safely and what to do next. If anything about the dose, timing, interaction, or warning is unclear, ask the pharmacist before leaving. Clear communication is more important than perfect English. If this episode helps you, listen again before your next pharmacy visit. On the second listen, focus only on the pharmacist's questions. On the third listen, pause and answer the questions out loud yourself. The more familiar these phrases become, the calmer you will feel when the real conversation happens. And if you want more real-life English you can actually use, subscribe and keep practicing with me. I will see you in the next episode.